It's a Thirsty Thursday on Liquid Lunch, and we are doing my favorite part of the show when we mix it up. We're the only show on television that every single day brings you a Democrat and a Republican. Neither of them are paid to take a beating. They're here to have thoughtful conversations and show that Americans can still talk through ideas and thoughts and not just fight about it, but hopefully they'll mix it up a little bit. We got a great panel for you today. Vela joins us again, and Manny Alicandro is back in studio. So guys, next week is the big week. It's all getting going now. The Iowa caucuses. Mo, you're going to be there on the ground.
I will be for the first time.
You're going to check in for us, right?
I'll
give
be
us
happy
the
to call in
feel
on
of what's
Monday.
going on down there in
Absolutely.
Iowa. But what are your thoughts? Everyone is saying supposedly Bernie's surging in the polls, and what are your thoughts on what's really happening?
I don't think Bernie's surging. I don't think anybody should be surprised. Bernie did quite well in 2016. I didn't expect him to do anything less. He has a very loyal following, a loyal base, and a faction of the electorate that's going to follow him no matter what. Much like Donald Trump, honestly.
Right.
Very similar in that sense. But I don't think he's surging. I think it's so close that nobody can make a prediction, I don't think, with any type of confidence. It's going to be about ground game on Monday, getting your folks to the caucus, and are you second choice?
That's true.
A lot
Also,
of people
you gotta
forget
fight
that about
for second.
Iowa.
Hey, Manny,
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that even though Bernie's pinned to his seat in the Senate right now, he doesn't really have to work as hard for ground game because he's got this real vocal, youthful following.
Absolutely. AOC endorsed him. He's got real strong ground game going, and I think he's got the momentum behind him. I mean, to me, the issue is Joe Biden is weak. Okay, clearly Joe Biden has a weakness because at this point, Joe Biden should clearly be leading in all the polls. The fact that it's so close, to me, shows weakness of Biden. I think Sanders, and I'm calling it right now, Sanders will take Iowa.
Well,
That's my
he
call right
really
now.
does want to mix it up.
Yeah, he does want to mix
Biden
it
is
up, Mo.
weak.
Yeah, I think he might be right.
Biden is the statesman in the race, as we all know. And Manny, you know I think so highly of you, but Biden has been in the lead nationally throughout the entire race,
Fair
right?
enough, but look, Biden
Once in a while, the
Biden like
other-
10 years ago, but I think Biden has passed his prime. He's
Nah.
not the best candidate. You know, maybe Biden 10
Mo's
years ago was a better
biased. He
candidate.
worked for the guy. Hey,
Look, I
you know,
can't.
full
I'm
disclosure.
a little
Full
biased.
disclosure.
I'm a little biased, but I'm also objective. I'm
Fair enough,
objective. I
fair
think
enough.
Amy Klobuchar would be a great president. I think Michael Bloomberg would be a good president.
I disagree about that.
Let's see if you. Let's
Topic
see
for
if
another
you
day.
could
I
be.
knew you might.
Let's see if you could be objective, Mo.
Okay.
Is it scary to you at all that the former vice president can't remember what state he's in sometimes? Is that scary to you somewhat?
Not nearly as scary as Donald Trump slurring his speech every other time he gets in front of a camera. So no, it doesn't scare me. I think you have everybody messing up a little bit. Now listen, I want to get serious for just a second.
Yeah.
Because let's get real. Vice President had a serious stutter in his childhood.
Okay.
And I think it's downright cruel to be talking about the way he speaks or forgets things.
I'm not talking, but
No,
stuttering
I'm
has
not
nothing to do
accusing
with
you.
forgetting what state you're in.
It does,
No,
because
no,
you
no,
see,
no.
you have to think before it can come out.
Look, I agree.
You really do.
We
You have to think
shouldn't
before
be
it comes
mocking
out.
people with stuttering. Here's the question
I'm
I
not
have.
mocking a stutterer
I
at
don't
all.
think
I'm
you
just
are.
saying I think they're disconnected ideas.
Here's
That
the question.
wasn't aimed
Manny,
at you. That wasn't
Manny,
aimed
what
at
do
you.
you think?
Here's the question I have. Who's the one candidate that has had a major health scare during this campaign?
Bernie Sanders.
Why are we not asking questions
But
about his fitness?
I agree.
To be the
Yeah,
president of the
I
United
agree
States to
with
have
you.
a heart attack, I mean,
I
God
agree with
forbid,
you.
that is a real important thing. I mean, why don't we
If
know what his health status
Donald
is?
Trump went to the hospital for 5 minutes,
And it was a
it
drama.
was all over the place.
That's right.
exactly.
Bernie Sanders is supposedly now the
Goose and
leading
gander.
candidate in
Yeah.
Iowa. Can we know he had a
I agree.
respiratory
I agree.
issue or something
I
like
agree.
This
that?
came up
He
with
had a
a
heart
Cole
attack.
Songus in the
You know-
past. This has come
Can
up.
we
You know
know
what
the
it- you know what
guy's
it comes down to,
80-something
guys?
years old? Can we
Truth
know?
and transparency. Come on now.
Get a
Give us
cardiologist,
your
do a press
medical
conference. I
records,
wanna see
Bernie.
them.
Give us your medical
Bernie,
records,
come clean.
Bernie.
Let's see your medical
You know,
records.
I agree.
So we
agree.
all agree that we need some more transparency on Bernie's.
No doubt about it.
100%.
Bang, there's another
There we
agreement.
go,
You
another
see?
agreement.
100%.
Democrats
Another
and
agreement.
Republicans can agree. I'm an independent, but we all agree. The other thing I'm looking at is, everybody forgets about Bernie's dirty little secrets. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So there's some reporting out there from Bill O'Reilly that, this guy who's never held a private sector job, he's worked in government his whole life. He rails against millionaires and billionaires, but lo and behold, he's a millionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? He's got 2 homes. And, there's some stuff out there about how his wife became the president of a university. The university went into bankruptcy. She got paid like a $200,000 severance from a bankrupt organization. And by the way, they paid Bernie's daughter $500,000 to do woodworking around the campus. Why aren't people talking about Bernie's special little favors when they're talking about Biden's?
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's start talking about it now.
We
Because
are.
it's-
That's how I
it's
want to hear
fair.
what you say.
Yes.
It's fair and it's right, and the voters of Iowa and New Hampshire and the rest of the country deserve to know that there's some dark money behind Bernie Sanders. He needs to be transparent. Starts with the medical records and ends up with his family and all these sweet deals. Let's talk about it.
I have a problem with guys who are wealthy talking about free stuff. It's
agree.
easy to give away free stuff when you
I
can
agree.
take from the pot of taxpayers'
Yeah.
money that's never ending.
That's right.
How many billionaires are in this country, like Elizabeth Warren, not
Lot.
to pivot, but
Yeah.
wealth tax? That is nuts, insanity.
Yeah,
There's not
I
enough
agree
people
with
to
you.
pay for this reckless spending.
I
So
agree.
Bernie with
Goodness,
free stuff.
what a
what are we
day
talking
we
about?
are
This
having.
is a great day.
This is crazy. You guys agreed on three
Listen,
things.
I'll tell you what else we agree
We
on.
can't have these guys together anymore.
Sanders
They-
and Sanders and Warren vilifying people for succeeding.
That's right.
I'm sick of it. That's not the American
God
dream.
bless America. The
You're
American
supposed to
dream.
be
Make
rewarded
money.
for
Make
succeeding.
money. Make money.
That's right.
Be successful.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for mixing it up. It was a fantastic panel, thoughtful conversation was had, as usual, you two guys. Mo, you promised Monday.
I will
You're
be-
gonna
I will
come
call
in on
in from
Skype
Iowa.
and let us know what's happening.
I would love to.
Manny, thank you very much. Thank you for being with us through hour one, but don't go anywhere. We're coming back to talk about Kobe with one of the foremost authorities on pro sports memorabilia and otherwise.